Okay, I'm using my other phone just so I could show you guys what I did right now. So I just signed up for an hour of overtime. You see that? It says an hour. Um, Here's what it looks like for this 1 hour of overtime. Why did I sign up for this? Um, I kind of did it as a joke. Um, but this hour is supposed to be kind of like an add-on to like the overtime days, I think, because on July, oh my gosh, no, July 12th. What the? July 11th. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is so wrong. I think they removed one of my. Oh. Okay, so next week. Yeah, next week. All of next week, I'm just gonna keep working an extra hour. But on the 12th, I did sign up for another hour, and it's not showing up. That's weird. So, this is kind of an update video. I'm sleeping like at 11 right now, and it's kind of not my fault. I tried going to sleep downstairs on the floor, and I had this weird feeling of panic or death. And I think that happens when I'm asleep and my body's a certain way, and it cuts off blood from my brain. And then when I get up to take a breather, the blood has to like come back to the brain. But yeah, night shift is tough. And when you have a narcissistic mom and narcissistic siblings that don't understand what you have to go through, it can be tough. But I'll talk about that. Yeah, my mom has mental issues, like a lot of mental issues. And I'm tired, and I don't get much support from this. But tough economy, I'm not paying rent. That's how I kind of swing it. That's how I kind of spin it. I'm not paying any rent, I could be paying, 500, 1,000, 2,000 a month maybe. But I'm not paying any rent, so I'm not gonna complain. But I work, and maybe my rent is being paid through all kinds of narcissistic abuse. As one of the only working sons in the family. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stories about all this. A lot of stories, and I'm tired. I mean, if you watch my other videos, all the videos I uploaded before this, it's me caffeinating and not sleeping. I went to the buffet with my family. Yeah, it's strange. Day shift schedule. They're awake during the day, I'm awake during the night. A period where I could have been sleeping, I was I was doing stuff. Just to eat. But yeah, I guess here's a blessing. Here's a blessing when you're super tired. You don't really care that much, It's like you don't have enough energy to even care. But yeah, I live with a bunch of narcissists, and it sucks. But 3 years, man, 3 years, I don't have to deal with this. But I feel kind of robbed. There's a regret that it's like taking a cigarette, like accidentally lighting a cigarette, and someone just comes up to you and burns you with it. And the lighting in that cigarette for me is quitting my job the first time, where I could have been making a lot of money, and at that point I would have enough money just to move out. And kind of just go out my life from there. But I kind of delayed it for like a few years. But yeah, main thing you gotta learn, that big lesson from all these mistakes I made is just, try to be independent even when people, even when you're like at a very, very unfair disadvantage, and very, very unfair disadvantage. We'll talk about that because one of my brothers, he's unemployed, but when my dad dies, he's basically gonna inherit everything, and he hasn't worked at all for decades. And I'm just out here just grinding, trying to make like a little money from a lot of work, just to be out on my own, just to have my own life. And because I feel so robbed and a punching bag and just used, just being here, when in Hawaii I was treated like a normal person. And we'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that. I had a family for like 8 months, like a real family. A real family. That's how I kind of understand these things. This is how I put things into perspective on like how I grew up and like how it affected me and why I was the way I was. A lot of my normalcy comes from me being with this family in Hawaii, and we'll talk about that later. We'll definitely talk about that, because if I never met them, then I would be a bumbling buffoon, I would be a bumbling buffoon. I wouldn't be Christian. I would just I wouldn't even be employed, dude. I wouldn't even be trying. I would just be a joy boy or something. But here I am as a man because of this one family in Hawaii that took care of me. Yeah. I had to let it go, just to start over, figure it out from here. But Hawaii, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. I'd be going through the same thing. There's not much jobs. I got a job easily when I was in Hawaii, but I had to let that go. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, every time I talk about how bad my family life is, I always tend to just talk about this weird moment, this weird period of my life that doesn't even make any sense, dude. It doesn't make any sense how it all happened, man. I just decided to leave, and then magical things just start happening. But we'll talk about that. So I'm going to sleep right now. Every time I think about my family in Hawaii, I feel the love kind of come back to me. I feel healed in my heart. I feel my heart kind of like soften. It's like a past life. It's like I died. It's like I got it and then I just died. It's love I was always meant to have, I always think about. Listen, man. Listen, I always think about them, and it always just like it always pushes the heck out of me. It's always been my motivation to like when I run and I'm like feeling tired, I always think about all my friends in Hawaii. And it's so strange for me to say that. It sounds so weird. It sounds so like it's like there's so many loving people like in my city, and it's just like, maybe it's just nostalgia. Maybe it's just nostalgia, man. I don't know, but when I was in Hawaii, I had like the people there were just pure, man. The people there were freaking pure, dude. They didn't have all the stupid trauma like people in California have. I'm in California right now, and like everyone here is like negative. In Hawaii, everyone was just like, nice. Felt like I had like a community. Felt like I was around real, genuine people that weren't like fake. But yeah, I really miss Hawaii, dude. I really, really miss Hawaii. But yeah, man, those were better times. Those were better times. I was in Hawaii in 2018, man. It's 2025, so I had like 2 years of hell go by. And then COVID happened, and then I got a job, and then everything just went so good. So good, man. It was so good. S- I just stayed, and I just came back to Hawaii, man. Where would my life be right now, man? If I just took, if I stayed at my job and I just had like a vacation, and like I went back to Hawaii and I visited all my friends and the family I had in Hawaii, that would really heal my heart so much, man. It's like I kind of like long for these times. It's what always like subconsciously pushes me through this life. It's like my time in Hawaii just changed my life, and like it brought me to who I truly was as a person. But anyways, what the my dad was calling. It's 10:45 right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna talk to my dad, then go to sleep. And uh, um, I'm gonna upload this as is because this is like a documentary, man. It's like it's what I go through. It's like I'm not on. I drank some coffee before I left. Maybe that's what kind of caused that panic attack I had when I was trying to sleep downstairs. But yeah, if if anything does happen to me, if I just die in my sleep, you know, from like some medical condition, people are gonna like pull up this video and they're gonna go, "Oh man, this guy really did have like a shitty life, but he God was kind of with him sometimes." But yeah, God is real. Like God really is real. Like genuinely, like the only reason I believe in God and Jesus and Christianity is because my experience in Hawaii. You can't make this shit up at all. Like that's the whole reason I'm Christian right now. That's the whole reason I'm not a basement dweller, like Gooner, whatever. And I'm just me. But like unapologetic a lot of the times. But like a lot of my shine, dude, it comes from Hawaii. Like a lot of my shine, like this thing that can't be pierced. Like this inner strength. Like, the reason I even get up and work, man, and put effort into my life. It's why. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.